The first 7 years of your life have shaped your current reality.
We were like these little sponges, taking in, observing, downloading all of this information from how you were treated to how your parents treated themselves and how they treated each other. So many of your current habits, self-sabotage patterns, and blocks were formed during these developmental years. So today we're going to talk about inner child healing because it is a key in manifestation and creating a life that you love, because that little you is still in there running the show. But before we dive into that, this video is part of my free manifestation course series here on YouTube. So if you want to start from the beginning, I will link the first video down below. I highly recommend starting there because this is part of a step-by-step transformative process, and each video has tangible action steps for you to take to integrate these changes into your life for lasting change. Speaking of action steps, there is a free PDF that goes in detail to all the action steps for this video, as well as bonus journal prompts. You can access that in the description. So grab that, grab an accountability buddy, and let's dive in. When I was at my ultimate rock bottom in my mid to late 20s, broke, depressed, years into a toxic relationship with an alcoholic who was a chronic liar and cheater, I had this realization that everything about my inner dialogue was overly critical. You're so gross, you're ugly, you're annoying, no one likes you. Oh my gosh, you were so embarrassing last night. And one day I had this realization that I am the same soul that I was when I was a little girl. Time has gone by, but I'm the same person. And I realized that every time I was tearing myself down, I was tearing her down. Every time you speak poorly to yourself, you're talking directly to that sweet, innocent version of you. And think about it. When a child is sad or throwing a fit, how do you effectively soothe them? You don't soothe a child that's having a meltdown by screaming at them or telling them that they're embarrassing or not good enough. That would actually amp up the tantrum. But that's what so many people do to themselves. You don't feel good about yourself, you feel stressed, you feel anxious, and then you tear yourself down and shame yourself more and bully yourself more. And you're doing it directly to the little you. That little you who needs love. So with that, your first inner child healing action step is multi-layered. So you're going to start out with journaling out your inner dialogue. What does your inner critic sound like? In what ways do you hold yourself back? Get really clear on that, and we're just doing this to gain awareness. Like, what does your mind on autopilot tell you about you? If it's hurtful, if it's limiting, if it's self-deprecating, it's simply not the truth. Once you gain some clarity and awareness on that, the next piece is to journal out what I call a list of heart-centered truths. So back when I was constantly tearing myself down and started to notice that and started to realize that I was saying those things to my inner child, I had to tap in to my heart, to my soul, and really reflect on what the loving heart-centered truths were. So for me, that was, I'm a good person. I love people. I care about them. I love animals. I want other people to win. I love to cheer other people on. And the list continued. I also listed off some of the things that I saw within me as talents and skills, and just got really clear on what my loving truths about myself were. So once you have that list of heart-centered truths, the step after that is when you catch yourself in that inner critic dialogue, notice, catch it, and go, whoa, whoa, no thank you, we're letting that go. and start reciting those heart-centered truths to yourself on the spot every time you catch yourself putting yourself down. And over time, as you start catching that inner critic and reframing and recentering, your mind and your subconscious will start aligning to that path of self-love and encouragement. You are going to do so many great things in life if you start to cheer yourself on. You will hold yourself back if you continue to play those old stories. So that is the first step in this process.
For many of us, as we get older, the world seems to be more dull and the magic fades. But the thing is, the brightness, the magic, the joy is still there. There's still so much beauty around, and it's our job now to train ourselves to seek that beauty and that magic, to allow ourselves to see it even in the most mundane moments. When I was turning my life around, one of the first practices I had was practicing gratitude. By simply taking inventory of my life at all the things that I'm grateful for now. Another practice that was very helpful and is still helpful to this day is taking gratitude walks. Just getting outside and allowing myself to be in awe of the beauty of nature. My friend Heidi B has an amazing term for this, and she calls it joy spotting. To go out and make an effort to spot the things that bring you joy and to soak up those feelings. And that is what really reactivates the magic and the beauty and the inner child within.
Your next action step is joy spotting. This is actively looking for and seeking the joy and beauty in life. The reptilian part of our brain, its function is to scan our environment for danger and threats. Because back in the day, back in tribal times, there were a lot of dangers that could mean we're goners. Even being different and getting kicked out of the tribe meant we were on our own, which could equal death. And our brains still register things as that could equal death. That could equal I'm no longer here. So we get to now choose to seek out the beauty and reprogram our mind, because the more we can actively seek out those beautiful moments and things and elements of life, we are going to start to naturally see more of that and attract more of that.
One of the best ways to both connect with and heal your inner child and manifest is to play. One of the biggest lies is that play is immature, that being childlike is childish. Being childlike is magic. It is expansive. It is the energy of manifestation. So what are the things that you enjoyed as a child? And I bet that there are still so many things that you found fun back then that you would still enjoy now. Not everything that you do has to be about making money or a career. Sometimes we have these sparks of passion and inspiration in us because it is meant to be experienced or created through us just for the pleasure and joy of life. There is so much healing and expansion in play.
The things that you want to attract into your life, you want them because you think that once you have them, you're going to feel good, it's going to feel joyful, it's going to be a celebration, it's going to be fun. So in order to align with that energy, allowing yourself to tap into your inner child and let that piece of you play is such a huge manifestation hack. If you want to manifest the thing because you think it's going to make you feel a certain way, the best way to align with that energy is to allow yourself to experience the fun and play now. So what you're going to do is make what I call a vibe raising master list. And I want you to write down all of the things that you loved as a kid and throughout every chapter in life, growing up, what do you love to do now? What is fun for you? What are you good at that you enjoy? What are some things that you really just like want to do because they sound fun? Make a list of all of those things, and then you're going to have that list almost like a menu. And by that, I mean like you're gonna order something from that list. So I want you to pick something off of this vibe-raising master list and take action and do that this week. Let yourself play and have fun. It is such a great way to heal your inner child and to manifest. And that is all I have for you for this video. Give yourself the next 2 weeks to complete these action steps. If you enjoyed this video or you find me laying out these action steps for you helpful, make sure to click the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified when more videos for this series come out. But go play, give that little inner child you some love, and I will see you soon with a new video.